Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Osage City Basketball. I'm Wyatt Orander, joined in the booth tonight by Ellie Shoemaker. Tonight's varsity girls matchup features the Osage City Lady Indians and the Lyndon Lady Tigers. The Lady Indians are 3-4, coming off of a win against Chase County on Tuesday, and the Lady Tigers are also 3-4, coming off a loss against Council Grove on Tuesday. The introductions will begin shortly.
Now for our starting lineup. Number 1 from Lyndon, a 5'7" sophomore, Taylor Thompson. And number 1 from Osage City, a 5'5" freshman, Katie Shoemaker. And number 5 from Lyndon, a 5'4" sophomore, Brooklyn Morrison. And number 5 from Osage, a senior, Lyndon. And number 20 from Lyndon, a 5'5" senior, Andy Vanderbilt. And from Osage, a 5'4" junior, Brett Crawford. And number 42 from Lyndon, Mia Fisher, a 5'7". And from Osage, number 25, Hannah Starr, a 6'1". Number 25, Ashton Easter, a 5'8" senior. And number 40 from Osage, a 5'7" sophomore, Georgia Gibson. The Tigers are coached by Toby Baker and assisted by Navy Hawks. The Indians are coached by Christopher Patrick and assisted by Kate Bosch and Darcy Hughes. Please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, I forgot to say that.
About to get started here. Stark for the Indians on the jump. And Stark wins jump ball. Shoemaker with the ball, down to Duvall on the near side, into Crawford. Kitzelman with it at the top of the key, now up to Shoemaker. Duvall down to Kitzelman. Crawford on the inside, takes it into Stark. Stark up with it, and she's fouled. She'll be shooting 2.
That was all ball. No. That was all ball.
Stark's first shot off the back of the iron. Second shot on the way, and it's good.
That'll give Campbell Stark 2.
Number 10 now with it for the Tigers. Takes it up the floor. Now up to 20 on the near side. Back to 10. Takes it back up top. 10 now to the inside. Passes over to 12, and 12's layup is good. Lady Tigers now up 2-1 early. Shoemaker up the floor for the Indians. Down to Kitzelman on the near side. Into Stark. Now up to Crawford. Back to Shoemaker up top the key. Ball now with it. Back to Kitzelman. Shoemaker pulls up for a 3. Off the back of the iron. The ball on the rebound though, and she is fouled on her way up. She'll be shooting 2.
That's going to give the Lady Tigers their second foul of the game. Specifically, number 25, her second foul.
First shot by Duvall. Off the back of the rim. Second one on the way. In and out. Rebounded by 42 for the Tigers. 10 brings it up the floor on the far side. Now takes it in. Over to 14 on the baseline. 20 pulls up from 3. Off the iron. Rebounded by 14 for the Tigers, and she's fouled.
That'll give the Lady Indians their first foul as well, and Stark's first foul.
14 to shoot a pair here for the Tigers. First shot off the side of the rim. Second one on the way, and she makes this one. Put the Lady Tigers up 3-1.
Those will be 14's first points for the night.
Crawford up to the ball on the far side for the Lady Indians. Into Stark. Now down to Kitzelman. Back to Stark on the inside. Duvall now takes it in, goes up with it, and her shot is good.
That'll tie up our game and give Duvall her first points.
20 now with it for the Lady Tigers. Back to 10 in the middle. 10 over to 1 on the near side. 1 takes the ball in. Gets it into 42. And the Lady Tigers turn it over.
Number 34 in for number 42 for the Lady Tigers.
Shoemaker brings it across midcourt over to Crawford. Crawford into Stark. Stark goes up with it, and she's fouled. She'll be shooting 2.
That'll be the Lady Tigers' third team foul, And it's going to go to number 14.
Stark's first free throw off the front of the rim.
Last time she was up here, she did make the second one, so.
See if she can do it again. Second one on the way, also off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 1 for the Lady Tigers. 10 now to the top of the key. Guarded by Shoemaker for the Indians. 10. Her pass is stolen away by Stark. Crawford now up the floor for the Indians. Now down to Shoemaker on the near side. Shoemaker drives it in, kicks it out to Duvall. Duvall pulls up from 3, and it's good. That'll give the Indians their first lead at 6-3.
That also makes Duvall the Indians' top scorer.
14 now with it, down to 10 for the Tigers. She pulls up from 3. It's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by number 34 for the Tigers. She's fouled on her way up.
That foul is going to go to Crawford, number 15.
.34's first shot. Rims around and is good. Second one on the way. This one off the back of the iron. Rebounded by 1 for the Lady Tigers, though. And she's fouled. Oh, no, that's a travel. So the ball will go over to the Indians. Shoemaker bringing it up the floor. Now to the top of the key. Now down to Kitzelman. Back up to Shoemaker. Shoemaker down to Crawford. Crawford goes up with it. Off the backboard. No good. And it'll go over to the Lady Tigers. Number 10 brings it up. Now into 14. 14 over to 34. Now down to 1 on the baseline. Her shot is off the backboard and out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Number 1 to inbound on the near side. Guarded by Duvall. Gets it in. 14. 14 takes it in. Now out to number 10. 10 on the drive. She's fouled by Kitzelman for the Lady Indians.
That's going to be her first foul. And the Indians' third.
10 on the inbound. It's to 14. 14 pulls up from the free throw line. Off the backboard, no good, but rebounded by number 20 for the Lady Tigers. 1 with it. She drives, and her shot is blocked by Shoemaker. Looks like we have another foul.
Foul is called on Stark. That's going to be her second foul.
A timeout called by the Lady Indians. They're up 6-4 here with 3:35 left in the first quarter.
Well, as for points, number 5, Duvall for the Indians has 5 points. And Stark for the Indians has 1. Moving on to the Tigers, we've got number 12 with 2 points, and number 14 with 2 as well.
Players back out on the floor now. 1 to inbound on the baseline. Gets it back up to midcourt to number 20. 10 now up to 1 on the far side. 34 Now down to 20. Back to 10 in the middle, up to 1. 14 with it, takes it in. And she's fouled on her way up. That'll be another 2.
Foul is called on 3, Gantenbein, for the Indians. Who is in for Stark, by the way.
14's first free throw off the side of the rim, no good. Second one on the way now, and it is good. 6-5. Lady Indians lead it.
That also gave 14 3 points.
Duvall with it on the far side. Into Gantenbein, now down to Kitzelman on the near. Into Crawford now, and her shot is off the glass and good.
That'll be Crawford's first points of the night, and it'll also pull the Lady Indians ahead by 3.
Number 10 now brings it up the floor. Guarded closely by Shoemaker. Now down to 14. 14 takes it in and is fouled.
Oh, foul.
Looks like by Crawford.
That's also going to be Crawford's second foul for the night. That's going to bring the Lady Indians to 6. And it's looking like a pretty high foul game here. What do you think, Wyatt?
Seems to be so far, and the Lady Indians can't really afford that. They're
Not a
limited
deep
players.
bench. Yeah.
So 14 gets it in for the Lady Tigers. Her shot's off the glass. Rebounded by Gantenbein. Crawford throws ahead to Duvall. Duvall takes it in, kicks out to Kitzelman, but is fouled on the baseline.
Nice look on Crawford's part.
Looks like Shoemaker will inbound on the baseline for the Lady Indians.
That foul was called on 14 for the Tigers. That's going to be her second.
Ball at the top of the key. Takes it down to the near side. Now in. Pulls up and scores it.
Duvall keeping her title as top scorer for the Indians, now bringing that up to 7.
Lady Indians now at their largest lead of the night, 10-5. 2:12 left here in the first quarter. And number 14 for the Lady Tigers puts the shot off the glass, which is no good. Duvall now with it on the near side, up to Kitzelman, near midcourt. Gantenbein over to Shoemaker. Now to Kitzelman, into Crawford. Crawford's pass is stolen away by number 10 for the Lady Tigers. And then she's fouled by Gantenbein.
That will also be Gantenbein's second foul. And not a whole lot of Lady Indians out there that have less than 2.
A lot of fouls here early. Already up to 7. They're shooting a one. Lady Tigers are shooting a 1-and-1. Number 10's first free throw is good. Second one on the way, and she makes both. Now 10-7 ball game. Lady Indians still out in front. Duvall with it on the far side, into Gantenbein now. Back to Kitzelman at the top of the key. Over to Duvall. She pulls up on the far side. Another 3 for Duvall. I believe that's 2 3-pointers for her.
It is. She is on tonight.
13-7. Lady Indians. Looks like another foul on the Lady Indians. That going on Shoemaker. Another 1-and-1 here for the Lady Tigers.
That'll be Shoemaker's first foul.
.34 off the front of the rim, but she gets her own rebound. Gets it over to 10, now down to 1. 1 pulls up from 3, off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound, this one by 14, and her layup is good.
14 now the Tigers' top scorer. She's got 5 points.
13-9, Lady Indians by 4. 50 seconds here in this first quarter. Into Gantenbein, and her layup is good.
That's Gantenbein's first points of the night, bringing the new score to 15-9.
Nice dish there by Shoemaker. 34 with it, takes it in for the Lady Tigers, but she loses it out of bounds. It'll go over to the Indians. Shoemaker crosses midcourt, now takes it in, and her pass is stolen away by the Tigers. 10 for the Tigers, brings it up. Now over to 14 with 10 to play here in the first. 20 shot for the Tigers is no good. Now 10 pulls up. Her shot's blocked by Shoemaker, and that will end the first quarter. Looks like there was a foul there before time expired. I believe that'll be on the Tigers.
He is correct. Foul was called on number 34 for the Tigers.
Well, a very physical game so far. 15-9, Lady Indians up by 6, but a lot of fouls early. And like we said, they can't really afford that with their limited bench players.
Yes.
Need to kind of clean that up if they want to stay competitive in this game.
Absolutely. Well, as for points, we have Duvall for the Indians, who's going to be your top scorer for the night. She has 10. And then for the Tigers, we have number 14 with 5. So as of right now, a pretty low-scoring game.
Still got a lot of time to play.
Oh, yes.
All right, looks like the players are coming out back out on the floor for the second quarter. Looks like it'll be Lady Tigers ball to start. 1 to inbound. Gets it into 10. 10 down to 14. She puts up a shot, misses everything. And it goes out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. Shoemaker bringing it up for the Lady Indians. Gets it over to Crawford. Crawford down to Duvall. Duvall pulls up from 3 off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Kitzelman. Fight on the ground for the ball. Looks like out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. Shoemaker to inbound under the Indians' basket. Into Stark. Now up to Kitzelman. Back down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker for 3. Off the front of the rim. But again, out of bounds off the Lady Tigers.
15, push it off every time.
Shoemaker into Duvall. Duvall pulls up from 3. Just hits the backboard, but another offensive rebound for the Lady Indians. Now Duvall on the drive. She's fouled on her way in.
They definitely needed to pick up in those offensive rebounds.
Yes, and that's going to help them out here.
Yeah.
Now they just need to capitalize.
Foul was called on number 14, then that is going to be her third for the Lady Tigers.
Shoemaker inbounds to Duvall. Duvall takes it in now, pulls up, and her shot is good. I'll give her 12 now, I believe.
You're correct.
17-9, Lady Indians up. 6:54 left here in the second quarter. Now 10 into 25 for the Lady Tigers. Skip down to number 1. 1 drives it in, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Duvall for the Lady Indians. Duvall to Shoemaker. Shoemaker down to Duvall on the near side, into Stark, but her pass is stolen away by 25 for the Tigers. Number 10 drives down the floor, over to 14 now, and she travels. Ball will go back to the Lady Indians. A little bit of a press now by the Lady Tigers. Lady Indians managed to break it though. Now Kitzelman on the drive. She pulls up and she scores it. Nice little move there by Kitzelman. That puts the Indians up by 10.
That'll also give Kitzelman her first points for tonight.
Number 10 out to 20 on the far side for the Lady Tigers. But stolen away by the Indians. Shoemaker up the floor. Now Stark at the top of the key. Over to Kitzelman. Now down to Duvall.
Ooh.
Duvall almost loses it out of bounds, but manages to throw it off of the Lady Tigers. It looks like a timeout by the Lady Tigers. We have a 19-9 ball game. Lady Indians up. 5:28 here left in the first half.
Yes, and your top scorers for the night are still Liz Duvall. She just has 12 points now. And still number 14 with the Tigers with 5. I feel like coming out in this quarter, we definitely haven't seen as many fouls yet, maybe.
Yeah, they've done a lot better job of cleaning it up. I don't think they have any fouls in this quarter thus far. They need to keep it that way.
Especially very crucial for the Lady Indians, like we've said.
Indians have the ball out of the timeout. Shoemaker to inbound on the baseline. Shoemaker into Duvall, who brings it up to the top of the key. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by number 1 for the Lady Tigers. We'll stay with the Indians. Duvall will throw it in on the near side. And knocked out of bounds again. That time by number 10 for the Lady Tigers. Finally gets the ball into Shoemaker. Crawford now with it on the inside. Lobs it into Stark. Her shot too strong and rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers. Number 10 for the Lady Tigers travels with it, and it'll go back to the Indians. Kitzelman now with the ball, takes it in. She puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers. 10 now up on the far side. Tries to get it in. And we've got a jump ball on the inside. Looks like it'll go over to the Lady Indians. Shoemaker crosses midcourt. Lobs it into Stark. Stark shots short. Rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers.
They're really doing well using Stark's height to their advantage.
Definitely the tallest player out on the floor right now. Just needs to capitalize.
Yes.
The ball on the steal now, and she is fouled on her way up. She'll shoot a pair.
Foul is called on number 1 for the Tigers. That'll be her first.
Ball's first free throw is good, making this now a 20-9 ball game. 4:06 left here in the first half. Second shot on the way. She makes both of them. 21-9. Indians up by 12. 10 now drives it in for the Lady Tigers, and she's fouled.
It's going to be Sadie's second foul. Shoemaker. And that's, yeah.
Number 10 for the Lady Tigers. Her first free throw is good. Second one on the way, and she makes both.
That's going to give 10 all 4 of her points to free throws. So she's definitely on tonight from the line.
Brings it back to a 10-point ball game. Stark with it, over to Crawford. Now down to Shoemaker on the near side. Shoemaker drives it in. Passes out to Duvall. Duvall for 3. A little bit short, but rebounded by Gantenbein. And a jump ball called. It'll go over to the Lady Tigers.
Indians still up by 10.
Ten brings it up the floor. Now up to 20. 20 to 34 on the near side. Takes it back to the top of the key. Now 10 with it. Takes it in. Loses the ball. Crawford fight for it on the floor, and another jump ball. This one will go back to the Indians. Shoemaker over midcourt. Now Duvall with it. Gantenbein on the near side. Shoemaker to Duvall. Skips it up to Crawford. Crawford takes it in now. Back out to Duvall. Duvall in. Off the glass and good. Nice shot by Duvall. Puts the Indians back up by 12.
That was Duvall's 14th point.
23-11. 2:35 left here in the first half. 34 with it for the Lady Tigers. Drives it in. Loses the ball. Shoemaker steals it. Shoemaker ahead to Crawford. Crawford takes it in. Up off the glass and good. Largest lead of the night now for the Lady Indians. They're up 25-11. 2:19 left here in the second quarter.
And that was Crawford's 5th point.
Timeout by the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers will have the ball out of the timeout. Ten with it. Her pass is deflected by Shoemaker, and the Indians take the ball away. Shoemaker near midcourt. Into Duvall. Duvall now drives it in. And it looks like the ball is knocked out by 20 for the Lady Tigers. Duvall down to Shoemaker now. Shoemaker takes it back up to the top. And a 5-second call now. Turnover by the Indians. Ten up the floor for the Tigers. Takes it in and stolen away by Crawford. Crawford leads the break, puts it up, and it's good.
It's going to make Crawford the second top scorer for tonight.
27-11 now. Minute 15 left here in the first half. 20 with it, down to 10 at the top of the key. Now 34, down to 1. 1 pulls up from the corner, off the side of the rim, rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers. Count it, and 1.
Foul's called on Crawford. That's going to be her third, which means she's going to be coming out for Boss.
For the three-point play, 25 gets it.
That was 25's first points of the night as well.
Shoemaker on the near side gets it over to Duvall. He brings it back up top. Now into Stark. Stark puts it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by number 1 for the Lady Tigers. It looks like another foul. If this is on Stark, I believe that's her third.
Yep.
It's going to spell a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, the Indians now have 2 players with 3 fouls. I think it's fairly safe to say at this point nobody's going to be seeing a lot of sitting time for the Indians at this point.
That is very true. Number 1 makes the first of 2 for the Lady Tigers.
And Kitzelman coming in for Stark.
Second shot on the way. This one off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Kitzelman. Kitzelman to the top of the key. Now brings it in. Shoots it from the free throw line. Off the back of the rim. Number 1 on the rebound for the Lady Tigers. 30 to play here in the first half. $20 with it now for the Lady Tigers. Down to 1 on the near side. 1 out to 10, excuse me. 10 down to 1, who pulls up from 3, off the glass. Rebounded by Kitzelman with 5 to play. And that shot is no good.
Close.
Brings us to halftime, 27-15. Lady Indians up by 12.
It was a quick half. All right, so for your top scorers, we've got Duvall with 14 points and Crawford with 6 for the Indians. And then moving on to the Tigers, we've got number 14 with 5 points and number 10 with 4.
That brings us to halftime. We'll be back after 10 minutes. As we get back here to the second half, our score 27-15. Lady Indians on top. Your top scorers.
Well, for the Lady Indians, we have Duvall, number 5, with 14 points. And then we've got Crawford, number 15, with 6. The Lady Tigers have number 14 with 5 points and number 10 with 4.
Couple Lady Indians in foul trouble here as we start the second half too. Stark and Crawford, I believe, both have 3.
Yep.
So something to watch out here for. Both on the floor right now too. As we start this second half. Looks like the Lady Tigers will have the ball. Inbounded to 14, now into 25. 25 shot off the front of off the glass. No good. And a tie up on the ground. We'll give it to the Lady Indians. Crawford with it. Looks like the Tigers are running a little bit of a press. Duvall's shot too strong off the glass, but rebounded by Stark, and her shot is good. Puts the Indians up 29-15 now. Number 20 on the near side.
A near save from Crawford.
And it looks like it's out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. Crawford to inbound, gets it into Shoemaker.
Look at that fancy spin move. Oh, well.
And a timeout by the Indians as Shoemaker was stuck up near midcourt.
Well, I don't really have any new numbers to report since that wasn't a very long part of the quarter yet, so.
Kitzelman will inbound on the far side. Gets it into Shoemaker in the backcourt. Shoemaker to Stark at the top of the key. Now into Crawford. Crawford out to Kitzelman. Kitzelman for 3. Short. But off the Lady Tigers. They'll stay with the Indians.
Let her go in.
Shoemaker lobs it into Stark, but her shot is off the back of the iron.
She's so close every time.
Number 20 now with it for the Lady Tigers on the far side. Gets it into 14, drives it in, puts it up off the glass, no good. 25 on the rebound though, and her shot is good. Count it and 1. That foul was on Shoemaker.
Yeah.
And that gives her 3 now, too.
Yep. That's going to be our third player for the Lady Indians, like we said, has 3.
.25 to complete the 3-point play, just short. Rebounded by Stark for the Lady Indians. Shoemaker crosses midcourt. Now down to Duvall on the near side. Into Stark. Kitzelman down to Duvall. Stark again on the inside. Up to Kitzelman. And Kitzelman's pass is knocked away by the Lady Tigers. Number 10 crosses midcourt. Now down to 1. 25 lobs it into 14, and her shot's off the glass. Strong. Second one, though, rolls around the rim, but she's fouled.
Lady Indians must have been crossing their fingers for that one. That foul is going to go to number 5, and that will be her first.
'14's first free throw, no good. Second one on the way, and she makes this one. Brings us to an 11-point ball game, 29-18, Lady Indians. Crawford ahead to Stark. Now back to Crawford. Crawford now drives in, passes it down to Duvall on the near side. Duvall for 3, too strong, misses everything, and rebounded by number 1 for the Lady Tigers. 20 on the far side, down to 25 at the top of the key. 20 now, drives it in, down to 25. 25 over to number 1, and she scores.
That will be number 1's first points for the night, and that is going to bring the Lady Tigers within 9 points.
And Coach Kirkpatrick calls a timeout for the Lady Indians. 5:05 here left to play in the third, 29-20. Lady Indians still on top.
Well, as for top scores, not much has changed for the Lady Indians. Duvall still taking the lead there. And as for the Tigers, not much has changed either. 14 still holding her title as top scorer.
The Indians will have the ball out of the timeout. It looks like the Tigers are applying a little bit of pressure again.
Yeah.
Crawford into Stark. Now hands off to Crawford. Duvall on the near side drives it in. Passes over to Stark, and she's fouled. Count it and 1.
And that's going to give Stark her 4th point. That's also going to give 25 for the Lady Tigers her 3rd foul.
Stark to complete the 3-point play off the side of the rim. Rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers. 10 to 20 on the near side. Back to 25. Now into 14. 14 goes up with it. Off the glass and good.
14 advancing her personal score to 7.
Back to a 9-point game. Crawford with the ball near midcourt for the Lady Indians. Now drives it in. Down to Duvall on the near side. Duvall with it. Puts it up. Off the back of the iron. No good. But off of the Lady Tigers, out of bounds. Shoemaker to inbound. Gets it into Boss. Boss to the top of the key. Now Stark down to Shoemaker. Boss pulls up from 3 on the far side. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound number 1 for the Lady Tigers. 20 with it on the near side. Passes up to 25. Number 1 with it on the far side, takes it in, pulls up, off the back of the rim. Rebound Stark for the Lady Indians. Still a 9-point ball game, 31-22 with 3:20 left here in the third quarter. The ball passes into Stark. Stark puts it up and scores it. Nice shot by her.
Finally finding her niche, I guess? I don't know. That gives her 6 points.
25 drives it in for the Lady Tigers, and it's fouled. Looks like that'll be on Boss.
Which is good because that's about the only player the Indians can afford to have a foul.
I believe that will be her first. Yep. Couple substitutions for the Lady Indians.
Shoemaker and Boss out for...
Looks like Kitzelman and Gantenbein.
Yeah.
Second free throw on the way. She misses both. I think Crawford has the ball stolen away. Number 1 with it on the far side. Drives it in now. Puts it off the rim. No good. Gantenbein on the rebound. And then the ball passes it ahead to Kitzelman. Kitzelman fights her way in and scores it. Nice move by her.
Kitzelman's second shot.
Puts the Indians up 13, 35-22. 2.5 left to play here in the third. .25 with the ball. Now passes up to number 1. Now 1 into number 14. 14 puts it off the glass. No good, but rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers, and she's fouled on her way up. She'll be shooting a pair.
The foul goes on 40, Kitzelman. That'll be her second. That's going to give the Lady Indians 4 team fouls for this half.
25's first free throw, just short. Second one off the front of the rim and rebounded by Stark for the Lady Indians. Crawford brings it up the floor. Gets it into Stark. Stark puts it off the glass. Too strong. And off the Lady Indians. It'll go over to the Tigers. Ten brings it across midcourt for the Lady Tigers. Now down to the near side. Into 25. Takes it down. Now back out to 10. 10 takes it in, and her shot's blocked. It looks like it'll be a foul on the Lady Indians.
Yep. And that foul is called on Kitzelman, which will make the Indians have 4 players now with 3 fouls.
Number 10 sinks her first free throw. Now a 12-point game, 35-23.
That does give 10 5 points. All of them from the line, so.
Second one on the way, and she makes both.
It's going to give her 6. Definitely not a player you want to put at the line.
Guess not. Stark now over to Gantenbein on the near side, down to Duvall. Duvall back up to Crawford. Crawford drives it in, now into Stark. Stark back out to Duvall. Duvall drives in now. Back to Stark, up off the glass and good. Nice passing there by the Lady Indians. Gets them a bucket. 37-24 now our score.
Stark really showing up this half. She's got 8 points now.
25 drives in for the Lady Tigers, and her shot is good.
And that's going to give 25 5 points. Definitely.
Looks like we got a timeout on the floor. This one, I believe, taken by the Lady Tigers.
Yep.
11-point ball game, 37-26. Lady Indians in the lead.
Minute and 4 left in the quarter. So your top scorers for the Indians, we still have Duvall with 14 points, and now we have Stark coming in with 8. And then for the Tigers, we've still got 14 with 7, and now we have number 10 sitting at 6.
Lyndon again applying a little bit of pressure. Gantbine into Crawford. Crawford now up the floor, back to the middle. Hands off to the ball. The ball takes it in. Over to Gantbine. Gantbine with the 12-footer. Too strong, but knocked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Crawford into Boss. Boss's shot off the glass, too strong. Rebound 25 for the Lady Tigers. 14 now takes it in and is fouled. She'll shoot a pair.
That foul goes to Gantbine. That's going to be her 3rd. That'll make her the 5th Lady Indian to join the 3-foul club.
Not necessarily a club you want to be a part of, but 14 for the Lady Tigers. Makes her first one. Now back to a 10-point game, 37-27. 38 seconds left here in the quarter. Second one off the way, off the glass, but rebounded by 25 for the Lady Tigers, and another foul. Indians have got to get the rebound.
Relax, girl, relax.
It's called on Boss. It's going to give her 2.
First free throw off the back of the iron. Second one on the way, and she makes this one.
It's going to give 25, 6 points.
Crawford. Stark now hands back off to Crawford. Crawford now up to Shoemaker. Crawford backs it up to midcourt and is fouled. Only the second foul of the half on the Lady Tigers, though.
Yeah. It's called on number 1. That's her 2nd.
Duvall to inbound on the far side. Her pass is knocked out of bounds by number 10 for the Lady Tigers. Duvall will try again here. Gets it into Crawford this time. Crawford on the far side. Now takes it back up top. 5 seconds to shoot here. Crawford over to Stark. Stark puts it up and scores it. And that'll end the 3rd quarter.
That's going to give Stark 10 points.
Nice play there. 39-28 now our score. Lady Indians up by 11.
Well, Duvall still has 14 points for the Lady Indians, and that still keeps her as her top scorer. But Stark now has 10, making them the 2nd highest scorer. Number 15, Crawford has 6. 40, Kitzelman has 4. And Gantbine has 2. Moving on to the Lady Tigers, we've got number 12 with 2 points, number 25 with 6, number 14 with 7, number 1 with 2, and number 10 with 6. I wouldn't necessarily call this game a close game, but I don't feel like anybody's getting just destroyed.
The Indians can't let up here in this fourth quarter, though.
No.
And they've still got to be careful with a lot of players in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Lady Tigers will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. One with it, drives it in from the near side, puts it up, and scores it.
It'll be number 1's 4th points.
39-30 now. Stark passes it to Shoemaker in the backcourt. Now ahead to Kitzelman. Kitzelman dribbles along the far side. Now lobs it into Stark. Stark puts it off the glass. Too strong, but she's fouled. She'll be shooting 2.
Foul's called on 1, Shoemaker. That should have had 3.
Stark's first free throw is good.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was called on 1 for the Tigers. That'll be her 3rd.
Stark makes good on both. We're back to an 11-point lead for the Lady Indians.
It's going to give Stark 12 points. She's catching up with Duvall.
14 passes into 25 for the Lady Tigers. Her shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound Stark for the Lady Indians. Crawford up the floor, now down to Kitzelman on the near side. Nearly loses it. Duvall near midcourt now. Over to Crawford. Crawford into Stark. Stark puts it off the glass. And she is fouled. She'll shoot a pair.
Foul is called on number 14 for the Indians, and 14 for the Tigers, and that'll be her 4th.
Stark's first, just short. Second one on the way, and she makes good on this one. 12-point lead now, 42-30 for the Lady Indians. Number 10 for the Tigers, down to 20 on the near side. Bobs into 14. 14 shot, too strong off the backboard, but rebounded by 25, who makes good.
25 now becoming her team's top scorer with 8 points.
Kitzelman dribbles down the near side for the Lady Indians. Now down to Crawford. Crawford takes it to the middle. Back up to the ball at the top of the key. Crawford now takes it in, goes up with it, too strong off the glass, rebound the ball, and she makes good.
It's going to give Duvall 16 points.
Back to a 12-point ball game, 44-32. Duvall with the steal. She takes it ahead, lays it up, and good.
18 points for Duvall.
Number 10 now for the Lady Tigers. Blocked on the inside, but foul called on Shoemaker. That's her 4th.
Yes, it is.
Ten's first free throw, no good. Second one on the way. This one short as well. Out of bounds off the Tigers. Crawford throws into Stark. Stark down the floor to Kitzelman.
Oh,
She chases it down in the corner, now
barely
drives
makes
it in, makes a move up off the glass, but she's fouled.
barely got that one.
She'll shoot a pair now.
That does bring number 14 for the Tigers out of the game. Because that will be her 5th foul.
.34 replaces her. Kitzelman's first free throw off right. Second one on the way now. Makes good on this one. 15-point lead now for the Lady Indians. 47-32. 5:23 left here in the fourth quarter, excuse me. 20 lobs into 25 for Lady Tigers, and she scores it.
25 getting 10.
Crawford throws into Stark. Hands off to Crawford now. Crawford across midcourt. Kitzelman on the far side. Tries to get it into Stark, but loses it out of bounds. Tigers take over. .25 with it at the top of the key for the Tigers. Now down to 10, who pulls up from 3 on the near side. In and out. Kitzelman on the rebound. Now ahead to Duvall. Duvall over to Stark. Nice play.
Very
Scores
nice.
it.
It's going to be Stark's 15th point.
49-34 lead for the Lady Indians now. 10 with the ball, gets it into 25. 25 goes up with it. Her shot blocked by Stark. Rebound by Shoemaker. Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Indians will still have the ball. Gantenbein comes in the game for Shoemaker, the Lady Indians. And a timeout called by the Lady Indians. Up 15, 49-34, 4:14 left here in the ball game. Your top scorers.
Right, we've got Duvall with 18 points. Stark with 15 for the Indians. As for the Tigers, we've got 25 now with 10 and number 14 with 7. The Tigers' points are a little bit more evenly spread out than the Indians.
Yeah. Stark and Duvall definitely leading the Indians.
Yes.
Keeping them with a very good lead here in this game.
Yeah. And Stark really only doing that in the second half so far.
Finally making those buckets that she wasn't in the first.
Yeah.
Crawford throws ahead to Duvall. Duvall puts it up and is fouled.
Nice look.
She'll be shooting 2 here.
Foul is called on. .23 for the Tigers. That will be her first.
Duvall's first shot. Too strong off the back of the rim. Second one on the way. In and out. Rebound 25 for the Lady Tigers. Ten has it tied up with Crawford, and it'll go the other way.
Number 23 in now for 20 for the Tigers.
Gantbine inbounds it in the backcourt. Gets it into Crawford. Crawford takes it ahead, goes up with it, and ball gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll go back over to the Lady Tigers. Ten up to one. One for three, and she kisses it off the backboard and good.
Timeout called by the Tigers.
Makes it 49-37. Indians still with a 12-point lead. 3:46 left here to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, top scorers are still the same. So.
Lady Indians will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Lady Tigers still with that full court pressure they've been applying this entire fourth quarter. And a 5-second call. Ball will go back to the Tigers. Now one to inbound under their basket. 10 pulls up from three. Misses everything strong. But one for on the rebound for the Tigers. 10 down to one now. And her three-point attempt is short off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound. Now with the 34 for the Lady Tigers, and her layup is good. Back to a 10-point ball game, 49-39.
Lady Indians definitely playing off a little bit more than they have been.
Yes. Shoemaker up to Kitzelman on the far side. Kitzelman now into Stark. Pass deflected by Lady Tigers. It gets it back up to the ball near the top of the key. Shoemaker now into Stark. Stark to Duvall. Duvall takes it in and is fouled. And she'll be shooting a 1-and-1 here.
Foul's called on number 1 for the Tigers. It's going to be her fourth as well.
Duvall's first. Off the front of the rim. Rebound 34, but stolen away by Crawford, and she's fouled. She'll be shooting two.
Foul's called on 34 for the Tigers, and that'll be her second.
Crawford's first is good, extending their lead out to 11. 50-39, 2:48 left to play in the game.
It's going to give Crawford 7. Let's see if she goes for 8.
Second one on the way, and she makes good on both. 12-point ball game now. 10 for the Lady Tigers. Tries to pass it over to 20. Throws it out of bounds. Ball back to the Lady Indians. The ball to inbound on the near side. Gets it into Crawford. Crawford ahead to Stark. Stark travels near the baseline. Number 10 brings it up the floor for the Lady Tigers. Passes over to 25, who takes it in and is called for traveling. Ball back to the Lady Indians now. Duvall gets it into Crawford. Crawford now up the floor, guarded by 34 for the Lady Tigers. Crawford skips it to Shoemaker at the top of the key. Stark with it now. Over to Crawford. Kitzelman brings it back up top. Stark again, back to the ball. Now Crawford. Kitzelman. Now Crawford gets it into Duvall, and Duvall puts it up and scores.
That'll give Duvall her even 20.
And the Indians are again up by 14.
Yes, their patience definitely paid off last possession.
Yep. Number 10 three-point attempt looked like it was blocked. And Stark gets the rebound for the Lady Indians. Shoemaker gets it over to Stark. Now Kitzelman. Lady Indians being really patient here with this lead. Just waiting for a break in their defense. And Duvall is finally fouled up up on the far side. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1 here.
Foul is called on 10 for the Tigers, and that is her first of the game.
Ball's first attempt, short off the front of the iron. Now less than a minute to play. Indians up 53-39. Number 1 for the Tigers pulls up from 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound 25 for the Tigers. Her shot's blocked. And then a blocking foul called on 23 draws the blocking foul for the Tigers. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1.
Foul is called on 40, Kitzelman. And that'll be the second Indian to get 4.
Not too big of a deal with only 45 seconds left here.
No.
23's first attempt off the back of the iron. Rebound Stark for the Lady Indians. Tigers really need to foul here if they want any chance. Shoemaker gets it over to Kitzelman. Kitzelman back to Shoemaker in the middle. Stark with it, over to Kitzelman. But misses the pass and it goes out of bounds. 25 seconds to play. Number 10 for the Tigers. Now down to 34, up to 1. 1, back to 10. Now 10 seconds to play. And 25 is called for traveling. And this will just about do it here.
9.7.
Tigers still not giving up yet. Still applying pressure. Crawford takes it up the far side of the court and passes out to the ball. And that'll be your ball game. Lady Indians win it 53-39. Nice solid win, and that gives them 2 wins in a row now.
Yes, it does.
Pushing their record to 4-4. And the Lady Tigers will fall to 3-5 on the season.
Your top scorers for the game, for the Lady Indians, we've got Duvall with 20, Stark with 15, and Crawford with 8. As for the Tigers, we've got 25 with 10, 14 with 7, and 10 with 6. Definitely a very solid win for the Indians in a high-power game.
It was. But they came out on top. Again, final score 53-39. We'll be back in around 20 minutes for the boys' game.
See you then.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Osage City Basketball. I'm Wyatt Orator, joined in the booth tonight by Ellie Shoemaker. Tonight's varsity boys matchup features the Osage City Indians and the Lyndon Tigers. The Indians are 7-0, coming off a win against Chase County on Tuesday, and the Tigers are also 7-0, coming off a win against Council Grove on Tuesday. This game between two undefeated teams early in the season should prove to be a good one, especially with it being a rivalry. The introductions will begin shortly.
Thank you, Wyatt, and I think we all just want to say thank you for joining us again.
I love to do it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome our guests from Lyndon to Osage City High School. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and Osage City High School appreciate your support of interscholastic athletes and its principal objective. You are reminded that this is an educational event and the practice of good sportsmanship is encouraged by all. Remember that only players and spirit squads are allowed on the playing surface. Now for your starters. For the Lyndon Tigers, number 1, Trey Babel, a 5'9" senior. And for the Indians, number 2, Mason Cruz, a 5'8" senior. And for the Tigers, number 15, Ryan Bones, a 5'9" junior. And for the Indians, number 3, Jace Brenner, a 5'7" senior. And for the Tigers, number 20, Toby Miller, a 6'3" senior. And for the Indians, number 5, Tyler Sage, a 5'7" senior. And for the Tigers, number 23, Darian Massey, a 6'1" senior. For the Indians, number 35, Peyton Patrick, a 6'3" junior. And for the Tigers, number 31, Jackson Biggs, a 6'5" junior. And for the Indians, number 33, Lyndon Moss, a 6'1" junior.
All right, we're about to get going here. Boss to jump against 31 for the Tigers. And Boss wins the jump. Brenner with it on the far side. Skips it down to Sage in the near. Back to Moon. Now to Brenner. Brenner overthrows Boss. Out of bounds. Ball goes over to the Tigers. Number 1 with it for the Tigers. Drives in. Now to 15. Over to 31 on the far side. Misses the three-pointer, but number 20 on the rebound for the Tigers. Puts it up and in. Boss with it at the top of the key, over to Brenner. Now back to Sage, down to Moon. Brenner now at midcourt, over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Sage. Sage for three, off the back of the rim. Brenner tips it out to Kirkpatrick though. Indians keep it. Now Boss for three, off the backboard and good. Indians up 3-2 early in this game. 23 with it for the Tigers. Takes it in. Gets it out to 15 on the near side. 15-31. Now out to 23. 23 steps in. Takes a 12-footer. Misses everything. 20 on the rebound, though. And makes it.
That's going to give 24 points.
4-3 lead for the Tigers. Brenner now with it. On the far side. Skips it down to Moon. Moon back to Brenner. Now up to Kirkpatrick at the top of the key. Boss with it now. Takes it in. Goes up. And it's called for a travel. Ball goes back to the Tigers.
That is not the call I thought they were going to make, to be honest.
15 takes it up the floor. Guarded by Sage. Now up to 20 on the far side. 20 takes it in, loses control of it, kicks the ball. It'll go over to the Indians. Sage takes it up for the Indians. Now over to Brenner. Brenner down to Boss. Boss goes up with it and is fouled. Count it and one.
It's going to be Boss's 5th point.
Boss with all 5 to start. Can he make it 6 and complete the 3-point play here?
That foul was called on 31 for the Tigers.
Boss's free throw is off right. Rebounded by 31 for the Tigers. 23 now with it on the far side. Takes it in, swings it out to 20. 20 for 3. Off the back of the iron. Sage on the rebound on the far side. He brings it up now. Down to Moon. Moon to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick swings it up to Sage. Brenner now with it at midcourt. Over to Boss. Boss to Sage. Down to Moon. Moon skips it down to Brenner on the near side. Sage brings it up to the top of the key. Now over to Boss. Boss to Moon. Down to Brenner. Brenner into Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up and has it blocked by 20 for the Tigers. 15 up to 31. 31 tries to pass it to 20, but Kirkpatrick steals it. Sage now with it. Over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick drives in, and he's fouled on the way in.
Foul's called on 1.
Just like
Basil.
they called that a shooting foul. Kirkpatrick's first free throw is good.
That's going to give the Tigers 2 fouls, team fouls.
Kirkpatrick on the second. Off the back of the iron. Rebound 23 for the Tigers. Head to number 12. And he scores it. Count the basket and 1. And we're tied at 6 with 4:23 left here in the first quarter. .12 to complete the 3-point play. Off to the left side of the rim. 20 on the rebound, though. And he puts it up and in. Tigers take the 2-point lead, 8-6. Brenner with it on the far side. Up to Kirkpatrick in the middle. Back to Brenner, into Boss. Boss has it stolen away by number 15 for the Tigers. 20 with it in the corner. Off the left side of the rim. Boss on the rebound for the Indians. Sage on the near side. Down to Moon. Moon back to Sage in the middle. Kirkpatrick up to Brenner. To Moon. Back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for three. In and out. Boss on the rebound, though. Puts it up and in. Nice rebound by Boss. Knocks us up at 8. 3.5 minutes to go in the first.
It's tied.
23 tries to throw it in. Kirkpatrick steals it, though. Sage up the court on the far side. Brings it in. And he's fouled. Indians will take it on their baseline.
You know what always amazes me? How much faster boys basketball moves than girls.
That is very true.
That's going to be number 23's first foul.
Sage to inbound. Under the Indians' basket. Gets it up to Brenner near midcourt. Schaefer now in the game for the Indians. For Kirkpatrick. And Boss puts it up and in. Count the basket and one.
Boss definitely coming out tonight. That's his 9th point of the Indians' 10.
Having a solid game so far. Boss makes good on the three-point play. And the Indians now up 11-8. 20 with it on the far side for the Tigers. Passes it down to number 12. 12 to 15. 15 now to 23 on the near side. Now he drives it in. Up to 12. 12 goes in with it and has it blocked by Boss. Looks like a foul was called on the play, though.
That's going to be Boss's first foul of the evening.
Number 12 for the Tigers. His first is off the front of the rim. Second one on the way, no good. Boss on the rebound to head to Sage. Sage to Boss. Boss drives it in, passes out to Brenner. Boss again with it at the top of the key. Skips it down to Brenner. Brenner now up to Sage on the far side. Back to Brenner. Brenner takes it in. Boss with it. Loses control of it. Kicks it out to Sage, though. And a travel called. Ball go over to the Tigers. Number 3 now for the Tigers. Passes it up to 12 on the far side. Back to 23 at the top of the key. 3 with it. Takes it back to the middle. 20 with it on the near side. Takes it in. Goes up with it. Off the back of the rim. Rebound 34, though, and he puts it up and in. Brings us back to a 1-point ball game. Indians 11, Tigers 10. Brenner on the far side. Down to Moon. Moon back to Brenner now. Back to Sage in the middle. Sage to Kirkpatrick. Now to Brenner to Moon. Brenner takes it back up top. Minute 20 here to play in the first. Schaefer down to Sage. To Moon in the corner. Back to Brenner. Brenner pulls up from 3. Off the back of the iron. Rebound number 12 for the Tigers. And a foul called on the play. Looks like that'll be on Moon.
That's Moon's second foul for the game.
Number 3 to inbound it on the near side for the Tigers. "12 with it in the corner. Over to 23. 23 puts it up off the back of the backboard. And rebounded by Boss. Boss hands off to Sage. Sage now up to Brenner, back to Sage. 30 seconds to go here as Boss drives in off the back of the rim. And a jump ball, I believe. Yep, jump ball, and it'll be going to the Tigers.
Yep.
Three with it near midcourt for the Tigers. Hands off to 12. 12 back down to 3. 3 to 12, takes it in, and is fouled. 4.7 to play.
Foul is called on number 5. That's going to be Sage. And I believe that'll be his first foul.
First one on the way, and it's good. Tying us up at 11. Second one coming, and it's good too. Tigers now in the lead, 12 to 11. For Patrick, inbounds to Boss. 3 to play. And a charge called. That'll be Boss's second foul.
He is correct. This is
1.2 to play. Tigers have a little bit to get a shot off. No good, wouldn't have counted. But Tigers do take a 1-point lead out of the first quarter. 12 to 11 is our score.
And as for top scorers in this high stakes game, we've got Lyndon with 10 points. And then for the Tigers, I believe we have number 20 with 4.
Very close game, as to be expected between two undefeated teams.
Rivals, no less.
It's going to be close all the way, I have a feeling. So
I would not doubt that. It's also occurred to me that when I was announcing the coaches, I forgot to do it. So the Tigers are coached by Michael Massey and the Indians are coached by Dennis Ford.
Indians will have the ball to start the second quarter. Brenner on the near side gets it into Sage. Sage to Boss. Boss hands off to Moon. He throws it into A lot of rebounds on that play.
A lot of rebounds.
A lot of stuff happened very quickly. I kind of lost track. But the Tigers come away with the ball. Three takes it up for the Tigers. Crosses midcourt. Hands off to number 12. 12 takes it in, kicks out to 11. Now 11 on the drive, puts it up, and misses everything. Kirkpatrick on the rebound, goes ahead to Sage. Sage is fouled by number 11 for the Tigers.
That's going to be number 11's first foul. The Tigers putting in number 1 for number... Oh, I ran by me too fast. I believe it was 10.
Sage travels with it at the top of the key. Three up the floor for the Tigers. Hands off to number 1. 1 to the inside, kicks out to number 11. 11 back to 3. 3 now takes it in, passes down to 20. 20 shot is up and good. Sage up to Brenner.
That's going to get...
Indians down 14 to 11.
That's going to get 26 points.
Sage to Boss. Now back up to Moon near midcourt. Boss with it, takes it in. And a foul called on the Tigers.
All right, that foul is called on number 31. That's his second.
Sage to inbound on the Indians baseline. Gets it into Moon. Moon at the top. Throws it to Schaefer. Now in the game for Kirkpatrick. Boss with it on the inside. Goes up and scores it. Nice move there by Boss. Puts the game back within 1. 14-13. Tigers lead.
That also gives Boss 12 points for the evening.
23 drives it in, kicks out to number 3 for the Tigers. 3 kicks out to 31. 31 for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 1 for the Tigers, though, and he puts it up and in.
His first points of the night, and that pulls the Tigers up by 3.
Moon's pass is stolen away by number 3 for the Tigers. He goes in and is fouled. Three shooting 2 here. First one off the back of the iron.
The foul was called on number 40. That's going to be Schaefer, and it's his first.
Second free throw in and out. Rebounded by Boss for the Indians. Sage to Boss in the middle. Now up to Brenner. Moon back to Sage up top. Schaefer now travels with it at the top of the key. 15 takes up the floor for the Tigers. Gets it down to 1 on the near side, up to 34. 34 has it stolen away by Schaefer. Gets it ahead to Sage. Now Moon with it on the near side. Boss with it at the top of the key. Passes down to Brenner. Brenner skips it to Moon. Moon to Boss. Boss for 3, and it's good. Ties this game at 16. 4:18 to play here in the first half.
That is going to bring Boss to 15 of the Indians' 16.
And a charge call on number 1 for the Tigers. Ball goes back to the Indians.
Foul's called on number 1. That's going to be his second for the Tigers.
Sage picks it up the floor for the Indians. Over to Brenner, down to Moon. Moon into Boss, but deflected out of bounds by 34 for the Tigers. Indians will inbound it under their basket. Sage to throw it in. Gets it to Schaefer. Schaefer puts it up and in. Gives the Indians back the lead, 18-16. 20 with it for the Indians for the Tigers. At the top of the key. His 3-point shot. It's no good, but he's fouled on the play.
Foul is called on number 3. That's going to be Brenner. That is his first.
Twenty's first free throw is good. Back to a 1-point game now. Second one on the way. And it's also good.
He's going to give 28 points. He is still his team's highest scorer.
20 goes 3 for 3 from the line. Puts the Tigers back up 1. Sage down to Moon. And a foul called on the inside. A foul called on number 12.
His first.
Moon to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Moon shot off the backboard, no good. 34 on the rebound for the Tigers. 23 over to 20. 20's 18-footer is good. Tigers on top, 21-18. And Indians call a timeout. 3:20 left to play in the first half.
Well, as for top scorers, we've got Boss for the Indians with 15 points. And then we have number 20 for the Tigers with 11. So definitely hasn't been as high of a foul game as the girls.
Not thus far, no. There's not really any specific players in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Per se. Indians have the ball out of the break. to inbound on the far side. Into Sage. Brenner with it on the near side, skips it up. The Moon has it deflected by 12 for the Tigers, though, out of bounds. Moon will inbound again on the far side. Sage near midcourt. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer down to Brenner. The Moon in the corner. Skips it up to Sage. Sage into Boss. Boss goes up with it and is fouled. He'll be shooting 2.
Foul's called on number 20 for the Tigers. That's his first.
Boss's free throw attempt is no good off the back of the rim. Second one is good, though. And Kirkpatrick replaces Boss in the game. Tigers still up 2, 21-19. Just under 3 here to play in the first half.
That was Boss's 16th point, by the way.
34 for the Tigers on the inside. And an over the back called on 34 for the Tigers. What a push.
It's called on number 34 for the Tigers. His first as well.
Brings Kirkpatrick to the line, shooting 2.
Kirkpatrick's first is good.
Bringing this to its 1-point game here. Not sure what's going on right here. A lot of
Me neither.
Seem to be angry, but
The atmosphere is very highly charged.
has to be expected.
It looks like maybe they want a tee.
I'm not sure on who.
I don't know.
Evidently they had the wrong shooter, it looks like. Looks like Moon was supposed to be the free throw shooter.
Was supposed to be so they wanted a tee on that.
I guess. So Moon to shoot 2 here.
Alright.
And he makes his first one.
That's going to get Moon on the board tonight.
Second one on the way, and he makes both. Ties this game up at 21. 2:40 left here to play in the first half. 15 with the ball, takes it in, kicks it out to number 12. And foul call on the Indians.
Foul's called on 2. That's going to be Moon. That's also going to be his 3rd foul.
I did not realize that. And Bowen will come in the game to replace Moon. First free throw attempt is good. Gives the Tigers a 1-point lead.
That'll be 12's second point.
Second one on the way, and he makes both. 23-21, Tigers lead. Sage down to Bowen on the near side. Back to Sage up top. Schaefer with it now at the top of the key to Brenner to Bowen. Bowen skips it down to Sage. Sage for three, and he scores it. Gives the Indians a 1-point lead. Just over 2 to play.
Also giving himself his first points of the night.
12 with it on the far side. Goes in, and a charge called. Take it by Kirkpatrick. That'll be on number 12 for the Tigers.
That's going to be number 12's second foul. Number 12 coming out of the game now. Being replaced by number 3, I believe.
Sage slowly takes it up the floor for the Indians. Gets it over to Kirkpatrick, who was tripped up. And ball was taken away by 34 for the Tigers. Then Boss steals it again, and another foul called on 34.
That'll be 34's second.
Game's getting heated all of a sudden.
I expected that.
Boss's first free throw off the back of the rim. Boss to tie it up, and put the Indians up 2.
Did he make both of those?
He made the first one.
Okay.
Or the second one.
That's what I thought.
25-23. Indians on top by 2.
Gonna give him 17 points.
Just over a minute and a half now to play in the first half. Tigers with the ball on the near side. 15 to inbound. Gets it into 23, guarded by Brenner. And a foul called on Brenner as 23 drives in. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. First free throw attempts off the back of the rim. Rebounded by 34 for the Tigers, though. 20s. 3-point attempts, no good, but 3 gets the rebound and puts it in. Ties this game up at 25. Boss with the ball at the top of the key. Dishes it down to Kirkpatrick, and he puts it up. Off the rim, no good, but he'll be shooting 2.
That foul is called on number 15 for the Tigers. That's going to be his second. This game definitely picking up speed.
Kirkpatrick gives the Indians a 1-point lead, 26-25. Second one on the way, and he makes both.
Kirkpatrick now having 4 points. All of them accredited to free throws.
27-25. Minute to play here in the first half. 3 with the ball on the far side for the Tigers. Now dishes it over to 15. And a foul called, looks like on Bowen for the Indians. This will be 2. This will be 2 free throws.
That'll be his first foul for the evening.
First free throw attempt off the back of the iron. Second one on the way. Again, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by number 15, though. 3 on the near side now with it for the Tigers. Takes it up to the far side now. And loses the ball. Kirkpatrick takes it. Brenner up ahead. Goes up with it and scores. Nice play there by Brenner. Puts the Indians up 4. I believe that's the largest lead of anyone tonight.
Yeah. Those are his first points for the evening.
3 now drives it in for the Tigers. Lays it up. No good. Off the back of the rim. Kirkpatrick on the rebound. Takes it ahead. 15 to play now. Boss near midcourt. 10 to shoot. Boss takes it in, puts it up, off the side of the rim. 34 on the rebound, though. Passes it ahead to 3. 3 shoots it, no good. And the Indians will take a 29-25 lead into halftime. Nice run by the Indians there to end the half.
Very much so. Top scorers for the half, we've got Boss for the Indians with 17 points. And then for the Lyndon Tigers, we've got 20 with 11.
This game is very close, as to be expected.
Yes.
Now we're at halftime. Please enjoy your halftime entertainment by the Osage City Dance Team and the Osage City High School Band.
We'll see you later.
Can I use the mics? Thank you.
The Osage dance team is excited to be on court for their first solo performance this season. Dancers are freshman Kirsten Dayhoff, Madeline Renfro, Sadie Shoemaker, Tania Waller, sophomores Paige Burke, Emery Camarina, Emily Mullins, Riley Kennedy, Junior Greta Crawford, and senior co-captains Kaylin Burke and Allie Sims. Tonight's hip-hop routine was choreographed at dance with additional choreography by Greta Crawford. Your music is on.
right. As we return to the second half of this game, Indians have the lead by 4, 29-25. Top scores thus far.
Well, we've got Boss for the Indians sitting at 17 points. And number 20 for the Tigers, that's Miller, sitting at 11.
Very competitive game so far. Again, like we've been saying, as to be expected. Both teams undefeated, and it's a rivalry. Fans are getting into it. The second half ought to be pretty good.
Yeah. Shall be very entertaining.
Tigers will have the ball coming out of the half. .15 with the ball. Crosses midcourt. Down to the near side. Up to 31. 31 into one. One puts it up. Off the back of the rim. No good. The Boss tries to save it. Passes it in to one of the Tigers, and they score it. Now 29-27. Indians still on top by 2. Boss with it. Passes down to Sage. Sage for 3. Off the rim. No good. 23 passes ahead to 31. 31 into one. And one scores it now. Tying this game up at 29. Tigers coming out of the half hot, and Indians want a timeout.
Number 1 for the Tigers, that's going to be his 4th point. Like we've said earlier, I doubt this game gets much farther than tied.
It's going to be close all the way.
Yeah.
Indians with the ball coming out of the timeout. Moon on the far side to inbound. Gets it into Sage. Sage over to Boss. Boss now up to Moon to Brenner in the corner. Brenner skips it down to Sage. Moon down to Sage on the near side. Back to Brenner up top. With Patrick now over to Moon. Sage in the corner. Back to Moon, down to Brenner. Brenner to Boss. Boss pulls up for 3 and scores it. Nice 3 there by Boss. Puts the Indians up 3.
And gets him with 20 points.
32-29 our score. Tigers with the ball now, but they lose it. Kirkpatrick throws it ahead. Sage somehow gets it over to Boss, and he puts it in. Largest lead of the game, 34-29. Indians on top.
A little bit of a lucky save there.
Number 15 on the drive for the Tigers. He puts it up and in. Now back down to a 3-point game.
Those are 15's first points.
Brenner up to Sage in the middle. Boss now up top. Brenner skips it down to Sage. Now back to Moon in the middle. Patrick with it now on the near side. Up to Brenner, down to Sage. Sage into Boss. Knocked out of bounds by number 1 for the Tigers. Sage to inbound on the Indians baseline. Gets it into Moon. Moon, his pass is deflected by the Tigers. Brenner manages to keep a hold of it. Indians keep the ball. Moon with it. Swings it down to Sage on the near side. Up to Brenner. Brenner for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. And a foul on Brenner as he goes in for the rebound. That's three now on him.
Yep. Definitely caught up with Moon fast.
Still a three-point game, 34-31. 15 brings it up for the Tigers. 23 now drives it in, goes up with it, off the front of the rim. Moon on the rebound for the Indians. Brenner up the near side. Gets it to Moon. Moon swings it up to Sage on the far side. Back to Brenner near midcourt. Kirkpatrick to Sage to Moon in the corner. Moon down to Brenner. Kirkpatrick now back down to Brenner. To Boss. Boss for three. Off the front of the rim. Off the backboard. Ain't good. He gives Boss 23 now.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Definitely the leading scorer for the Indians. Indians now up 6. And the shot by 31's no good. 23 gets the rebound for the Tigers, though. Goes up with it. Off the backboard and in.
Going to be 23's first points of the evening.
Sage up top. Hands it off to Kirkpatrick, now to Moon near midcourt. Sage takes it back to the middle. Now to Brenner. Brenner has the ball popped out. And it looks like a foul called on the Tigers. Indians will have the ball on the far side.
Foul is called on number 15. That's going to be his third for the evening.
Boss takes it in, passes out to Moon. Moon dribbles over, tosses it up, and a foul called on Kirkpatrick on the rebound.
Yep, that's going to be Kirkpatrick's first foul of the game.
3 takes up the floor for the Tigers now. 3:18 left here in the third quarter. 23 on the near side, over to 20. 20 to 12 now. 12 swings it down to 3. Now 3 dribbles it in. Muscles his way up, no good. 20 now on the putback, also no good. Rebound Sage for the Indians. And a foul called on 23 for the Tigers. Moon to inbound for the Indians, gets it into Sage. Sage to Brenner on the near side, up to Boss. Boss takes it in, over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick lays it up, no good. Good pass, just didn't convert. 31 now takes it in for the Tigers, and he puts it up and in. Now a 2-point ball game.
31's first points for the night.
Sage down to Brenner on the near side, back to Sage in the middle. Kirkpatrick into Moon. Moon kicks out to Sage. Sage for 3, and it's good. Nice shot by Sage, puts the Indians back up by 5. And Moon knocks the ball out of bounds.
That was Sage's second 3 for the evening.
He's hit a couple in good times for the Indians.
Yeah. Come out with a little bit of fire.
Patrick replaced by Schaefer in the game for the Indians. 23 takes it across midcourt for the Tigers. Hands it off to 3. 3 takes it in, kicks out to 31. 31 goes up and is fouled. He'll be shooting 2.
Foul is called on number 2. That's going to be Moon, and it's going to be his 4th.
Bowen coming to the scorer's table, presumably for Moon. 31 for the Tigers makes his first free throw.
It's going to give him 3 points. Wyatt was correct. Bowen comes in for Moon.
Second attempt on the way. This one rims out. Boss on the rebound. Kicks it up to Sage. Brings it up the court. And his pass is deflected. 23 up the floor for the Tigers. And his shot's too strong off the backboard. Sage gets it back for the Indians. Sage over to Bowen. Bowen skips it down to Brenner. Brenner to Boss. Boss to Sage. Sage for 3. Off the rim. Rebound Brenner though. And he stepped out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Tigers. 40-36. Indians lead. Minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Three brings it up the floor. Passes it to 23 on the near side. Now over to 3. And he loses the handle on it.
Ooh,
Boss
goes
kicks it back in. Tigers have it for a second, but then lose it to the Indians. Sage now crosses midcourt over to Boss. Boss now holds it up near midcourt. Takes it in and travels with it. .47 left here in the third now. Still a 4-point ball game. Indians on top. Three up the floor for the Tigers. Hands it off to number 11. Out of 31. Looks like there will be a blocking foul called on Schaefer.
You would be correct. That's going to be Schaefer's second foul.
Now 11 to inbound on the near side for the for the Tigers. He gets it into number 12, guarded by Bowen. 11 now near midcourt. Kicks it over to 31. And 31 is fouled, again by Schaefer.
Schaefer earning his third foul in the span of 3 seconds.
Lot in a row there.
Yeah.
31 takes the inbound, gives it over to 20. Now 3 with it. 3 drives it in, has the ball stripped away by Brenner. Brenner takes it down the floor, leads ahead. And has the ball knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Indians will have it under their basket. 12 to play here in the third. Sage gets it into Bowen, now to Brenner at the top of the key, 10 to shoot. 5 seconds now. Boss takes it in, dumps it off to Brenner. Brenner shoots a 3 and makes it as time expires here in the third quarter. Gives the Indians a 7-point lead going into the fourth, 43-36.
That gives Brenner 5 points. All right, well, your top scorers for the quarters, we've got Boss still for the Indians with 25 points. Trailing behind him are Sage with 6 and Brenner now with 5. As for the Lyndon Tigers, we've got number 20 with 11, number 1 with 4, and number 31 and 12 with 3.
Looks like the Indians will have the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Up 7, largest lead of the game. Sage with the ball, guarded by 11 for the Tigers. Takes it in, dishes it to Boss. Boss out the moon, over to Sage. Sage for 3, in and out, no good. The foul called on the play as players from both teams dive to the floor for the ball. Looks like that one's on Kirkpatrick for the Indians.
Yeah, and that is going to be Kirkpatrick's second foul.
Three brings it up the floor for the Tigers. Now 31, pulls up, in and out. 23 on the rebound for the Tigers though, and he makes it. Back to a 5-point game. Sage kicks it out to Brenner on the near side. Boss now at the top of the key with it, over to Moon, and Moon walks. Three again brings it up the floor for the Tigers. Guarded by Kirkpatrick. Gives it off to 12. 12 drives in, kicks it out to 23, and he walks. Indians get the ball back. Sage brings it across mid-court for the Indians. Has his pass deflected, but Kirkpatrick gets it on the outside. Brenner now on the far side. Gets it off to Sage near mid-court. Kirkpatrick drives in, and a block. Called on, looks like 23 for the Tigers.
You would be correct. That also has 23 with 3 fouls.
Sage inbounds to Boss. Boss for 3. Short though. Rebound Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up, but he traveled with it. Traveled with it.
Ooh. That's not ideal.
Tigers with the ball. 3 bringing it up. 23 now on the near side with it. Swings it in. Boss on the steal though. Good hands by him. Gets it up the stage. Now again to Boss. And a timeout called by the Indians. 6:07 left to play in this ball game. 43-38 lead for the Indians.
Top scorers for the Indians are still Boss, Sage, and Brenner. And as for the Lyndon Tigers, we've still got 31, 31 and 12.
Indians have the ball out of the timeout. They'll take it on the near side. Brenner to inbound. Sage at the top of the key, gets it over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick down to Brenner. Brenner to Moon, swings it up to Sage. Sage to Kirkpatrick, down to Moon again. Brenner now near midcourt. Over to Boss, and Boss is fouled.
Fouls on 31. That's his third.
Brenner into Sage. Sage to the top of the key, gets it over to Boss. Boss to Moon, down to Brenner. Brenner tries to swing it into Kirkpatrick. Too far though, stolen away by 23 for the Tigers. 3 now up to the far side of the court. And a charge called on 3.
Yep. That's going to be 3's first foul for the evening, though.
Brenner to inbound now. Gets it into Moon. Moon across midcourt. Over to Boss now. Boss swings it down to Brenner. Now to Sage. Up to Moon on the far side. Kirkpatrick now on the inside. Gives it off to Boss and scores it. Nice pass by Kirkpatrick. Puts the Indians up 7. .31 near midcourt. Tries to pass it in 20, but Kirkpatrick on the steal. Sage brings it up the far side of the court for the Indians. Gives it off to Brenner now. Sage near midcourt. And another foul on 23. Is that 3 now on him? 4.
Yeah, it's 4. We'll have 11 in for 23, I believe, and
3 players coming out for the Tigers.
yeah.
3 new in.
We're going to have 11, 1, and 15, I believe.
Kirkpatrick gives it off to Moon. 4:25 here left to play in the ball game. Sage to Brenner. Now back to Sage. Gives it off to Boss. Boss takes it in, goes up with it, and he scores. Nice move there by Boss. How many is he at now?
27.
27 for Boss. And a timeout called by the Tigers. 4:04 left to play. Largest lead of the night for the Indians. They're up 9, 47-38.
Yep. Well, like I just said, Boss now has 27 points, so a pretty fairly high scoring game for him. And for the Lyndon Tigers, we've got Miller with 11 points.
Tigers with the ball out of the timeout. Number 15 brings it across midcourt. Now up to 11 on the far side. Into 20 now. Kirkpatrick guarding him. 20. His shot is too strong. Boss finally wrestles down the rebound. Sage now brings it up the floor on the near side. Swings it up to Moon now. Sage with it near midcourt. Now Boss down to Brenner. Brenner back to Boss. Now to Moon. Indians kind of stuck out near midcourt right now. Boss again with it. He has the ball poked out by 1. It'll stay with the Indians though. Runner with the ball on the far side. Gets it into Moon. Moon has the ball poked out by 15. And Moon with 4 fouls. That's 15 go up and score.
It's 15's 4th point. That also brings the Tigers within 7 points.
47-40, 3:07 to play. Indians need to get some stops. Lyndon looks like they're coming out of the timeout with a full court press. Indians get it into Sage. Sage over to Boss. Boss down to Brenner. Brenner swings it into the middle to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick is fouled on the inside. And that'll be a 1-and-1, I believe. Foul was called on number 1 for the Tigers, his 3rd. And Kirkpatrick's first free throw is no good. Rebounded by 31 for the Tigers. 1 kicks it up to 31, now down to 11. 11 to 20. 20 drives it in, goes up with it. Off the backboard, no good. 31 on the rebound, and the putback is good. Boss inbounds to Brenner. Brenner swings it, 15. On the steal for the Tigers, and he's fouled on the way up by, I believe, Kirkpatrick.
Actually, Boss.
Boss.
That is going to be Boss's 3rd foul as well.
This will be 2 shots for 15. First one's good. Now a 4-point ball game, 47-43.
That is going to give 15 5 points.
Second one's off the back of the rim, wrestled down by Boss. And a foul called. Boss will be shooting a 1-and-1. That's on 31, I believe that's 4. No, that was on 11.
Yep, and that is 11's 2nd foul.
Boss on the first half of a 1-and-1. Scores it. Clutch free throw there by Boss. Puts the Indians up 5. Second one on the way. Off the back of the rim.
Boss walks away now with 28 points.
12. Tries to dish it back to one of his teammates. Throws it out of bounds. Indians will take over. Boss to inbound on the near side. Tigers still applying pressure. Boss gets the ball into Brenner. Back to Boss. Brenner again. Throws it to Boss. Boss brings it across midcourt. Moon swings it down to Kirkpatrick. Now Sage near the top of the key, and he's fouled. Sage to shoot a 1-and-1 now, under 2 minutes to play.
Definitely coming down to the wire a little bit here.
Really is.
That's gonna be, that foul is called on 11, and that's gonna be his third.
Sage on the first half of his 1-and-1. Off the front of the rim, no good. 20 on the rebound for the Tigers. Passes ahead to 12. And he has a shot blocked by Sage, or excuse me, Boss.
Yes.
And a foul on the rebound on the Tigers. Who's that going to be on? Either way, I think it's one of their fourth fouls.
It is going to be 31. Yes, it is his fourth. Don't know what's going on here.
Looks like the Indians are not going to put anybody in the lane and to have everybody back to play defense. Moon to shoot 2. First one is good. Puts the Indians up 6 now with 1:52 to play.
That's Moon's third point.
Second free throw on the way. This one off the back of the rim, and it falls.
That's going to give him 4, all from free throws.
50-43, Indians on top. 12 with the ball on the far side for the Tigers. His shot is blocked on the way up. Boss wrestles it down. Over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes it, and he is fouled.
Foul called on 11. That's going to be his fourth as well.
That was a really good foul for the Indians.
Yes.
Kirkpatrick, a very good free throw shooter. Makes the first one.
Does not disappoint on the first one. That's going to give him 7.
Second shot on the way. He makes them both. Indians up 9. Just over a minute and a half to play. 15 with the ball on the far side for the Tigers. 31 puts up a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Ball's tipped out of bounds by the Indians, though. Number 20, hands off to 15, who was fouled. This will be a 1-and-1. Who's this going to be on? Looks like Kirkpatrick. Is that 4?
No,
3.
That's
3, okay. $15 on the front half of a 1-and-1. And he makes it. Now an 8-point game, 52-44.
That's going to give 15 6 points. We've got 23 coming in for 31 on the Tigers side of things.
Second free throw off the front of the rim. Rebound Boss for the Indians. Over to Kirkpatrick now. Back to Boss. Boss over to Kirkpatrick on the near side. Now Sage near the top of the key to Kirkpatrick, and Kirkpatrick is fouled.
Kirkpatrick really drawing a lot of those fouls tonight.
Playing it smart. Trying to keep the ball in his hands.
Yeah. Fouls called on 12.
Oh, looks like Sage was actually fouled on the play.
Oh.
So he'll be shooting 2 here.
Either way, that does give 12 3 fouls.
First one off the front of the rim. 8-point ball game still. Minute 08 to play. Indians still have all 4 other players back.
31 coming in for 11.
Sage's second free throw is good. Indians up 9.
That brings Sage to 7.
And looks like a foul on Sage.
That's only going to be his second foul, though.
Puts number 12 at the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
12 so far, has been a fairly good free throw shooter.
Makes the first half. Second one on the way now. Both are good.
That gives 12 points, and he's another one that has all of them from fouls.
7-point ball game, 53-46, Indians.
Just
Boss
under
with
a
it in the
minute.
middle. Sage swings it down to Kirkpatrick. And a timeout called by the Indians. 51.6 left. 53-46. Indians with a 7-point lead.
All right, well, as for top scorers, we've got number 33. That's going to be Boss for the Indians with 28. Kirkpatrick with 8, and Sage with 7. Moving on to Lyndon, we've got 20 with 11, 15 with 6, 31 with 5, and 34. 12 with 5 as well. Still a very close game.
It's going to come down to the wire, but the Indians just need to get the ball into their best free throw shooter's hands.
Yeah.
And get some stops on defense without fouling.
Yes.
Boss inbound on the near side, gets it to Sage. Now back to Boss, over to Brenner. Boss, now up to Moon. And Moon is fouled, 42 to play. Moon will be shooting 2.
Foul is called on number 1. That's going to be his 4th for the Tigers.
Moon's first free throw off the back of the rim. Moon's second attempt on the way, off the left side of the rim this time. Rebound 20 for the Tigers. 12 with it on the far side, now to 15. 15 over to 20. 20 drives it in, goes up with it, and scores.
It's going to give 15 8 points. And your new score is 53-48. Indians in the lead by 5.
Timeout called by the Tigers. Indians really need to get it to Kirkpatrick, I would say. Kirkpatrick seems to have been making these free throws in the time where he needs to. So getting it to him, getting across the mid-court is going to be his importance here. So.
Yep. I agree.
Boss into Sage. Sage back to Boss now. Skips it ahead to Kirkpatrick. Might have been a travel there or a foul.
Right.
Nothing called. But now Sage is fouled.
Something did happen there. That's going to be 23. Called on 23, and that is going to bring him out of the game for the rest of the night.
Sage now to shoot 2, 19.6 left to play in this game. Sage's first is in and out. Second attempt on the way, and this one is good.
It's going to give Sage 8 points.
Indians up 6, 54-48, 15 to play. Number 1, over to 12. 12 drives it in, lays it up, no good. Boss on the rebound, and he's fouled. 8.4 to play. Really good stop there by the Indians.
Yes. Pretty smart move. That foul is called on 31, which is also, if I believe correctly, going to bring him out of the game as well. Putting 11 in. And 12.
Boss's first free throw is good.
That'll give Boss 29 points.
This one for a 30-point game out of Boss, and it's good.
Yes.
8-point game, 8 seconds to play. Indians just need to let this play out. Tigers missed a 3-point attempt, but it's laid in for a 2.
12 did make that 12 did make that point, and that is going to give him 7 points for the night.
Boss inbounds it to Sage. 56-50 is your final. Close game all the way, but the Indians come out on top with a solid win between the two undefeated teams here. They improved to 8-0 and take down their rival, the Lyndon Tigers.
Absolutely. Your top scorers for the game were Boss with 30 points, Kirkpatrick and Sage with 8. And as for the Lyndon Tigers, we had number 20 with 11, number 15 with 8, and number 12 with 7.
All right, your final score again, 56-50, Indians on top. And that'll do it for us here tonight.
Thank you for joining, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Sounds good.